What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Miles of Horror, the only channel that's going to make you scream. So today is the very first episode of a brand new series. I'm thinking if it's going to be better as a short, but we're going to see. I'm going to see what the engagement's like on today's video. I'm really excited for it. I did something similar in another video called This or That, and I'm trying to like repurpose it, repackage it, because I think it's a really cool concept for a show, really cool idea for a series, and I really want to get it going. So today's the very first episode of the horror movie Physical Media Challenge.
Physical challenge, and this one's an awful
Physical challenge. I was trying to find the Double Dare gif, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, so in this series of shows, in this episode, I'm going to pit two pieces of physical media. Okay, it really could be anything in my horror collection. It could be a poster, a book, a print, a Blu-ray, a 4K, a VHS, a art card. It could be anything. And your job is to decide which of the two things you would prefer to have in your collection. I have so much in my collection, and I'm just curious to hear from you guys. What is more coveted? What's the better piece to the majority of? Because some of these things have sentimental meaning, and some things go for big money on eBay. So I think everyone has different values, and I think that's what makes collecting so special. So yeah, there you have it, guys. So I'm going to pit two things against each other in a horror movie physical media challenge, and I want to know your thoughts, guys. Which one would you prefer to have in your collection? So I'm going to keep it short and simple. So first up, okay, I have two out of print sets today. One recent, one not so recent. And the first one was dubbed by many as the release of 2024. Big time set coming from Second Sight Entertainment, Second Sight Films, and that is the Blair Witch Big Time Brick Mamma Jamma set, which is, again, long out of print. Not long out of print, but it is out of print, and it goes for big money on eBay. And again, this was such a coveted set because it had the coveted festival cut, shot on the high eight film, the way the producers and directors intended for this movie to be seen when it originally was put into theater. So this marked the first time this movie was released in that way since its inception. So this is a big deal to a lot of fans. And again, aesthetic wise, it's a beautiful set. And if you watch my video on this release, it really had me shook because, again, you get the booklet, you get the high eight cut, you get the festival cut, but this was like such a cool thing for me as a collector. You get Heather's journal. I almost don't even want to take it out, but I will. You get Heather's journal in this set, which I to me was like one of the coolest fluff pieces from a release ever. So you got the movie here, but you get Heather's journal, guys. I mean, this it's actually a journal of her experience in Burkittsville. And so, to be honest with you, like when I did my breakdown video of this set, like I almost like shed a tear because this release had so many people, just shook at the care that went into this. And I'm not shocked because Second Sight is fantastic. They do amazing work. But, as far as a fluff piece is concerned, I mean, that's one of my this is one of my favorites that I've ever seen in a release. So, so you have the Second Sight, Blair Witch, Big Time Mamma Jamma out of print set that is going for big money online. That's first up. Okay. So, again, the idea is, would you rather this or that? Physical media challenge, horror movie style. So the first up is the Blair Witch Project. Okay. Second Sight edition. The second out of print set that I have here that I'm so curious about is this is a long out of print set, but one I covet very dearly in my collection because it's a movie that I adore. A 1989 Brian Usna body horror masterpiece. It's so good, so much fun, and it was a big gateway horror movie for me. Like when people ask me what movie they should watch to really get into horror, this is one of the first movies I recommend, just because it's so out there and so bizarre, but it's so good. And that is Arrow Video's long out of print big money set of Society. Okay. Now, if you have not seen this edition, it is old at this point. It is it's like embossed almost. It is. It's like embossed, and it's just like fleshy embossment. It is just such a sick set. And this was the Blu-ray edition. I don't believe there is a 4K of this out. I'm trying to give you the best view possible. There you go. You can see kind of the embossing there. It's just a sick set. And it really captures the movie really well. And again, it's got your booklet. It's got all the specials and all that stuff. Really cool special features on here. But again, I got this years and years ago. So I paid a little bit for it. I want to say I paid like $50, but this thing goes for big money these days. Um, so yeah, if you haven't seen Society, it's basically about a teenage kid who lives in LA who starts to kind of like think something's odd about his parents. And then the more he kind of investigates, he starts to think there's something odd going on with the whole town. And there is definitely something going on. And it is just a bizarre and batshit movie with an ending that you are never quite prepared for. And if you like body horror and you haven't seen the Society, do yourself a favor, go check it out. It's freaking awesome. So there you have it, guys. Horror movie physical media challenge for today. We have the Second Sight Blair Witch limited edition out of print big money set versus Arrow Video Society Blu-ray set from back in the day. Both gorgeous editions. Which would you prefer to have in your collection? Hit me up in the comments, guys. Which is the set for you? If you could only choose one, right? It's one or the other. What would you want and why? Thank you guys for hanging out. Be sure to hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.